quite unfortunate that we've got it, and I'm not going to be a hypocrite and go like I didn't fall for that as well. That collaborations is the thing. It's the thing because it opens up new markets. But then the fact that we've made that a yardstick is quite crazy. That is what we're looking at. But of course, it's a step that it's not bad for an artist to choose. I'm looking at the business side. There's certain conversations I wouldn't sit here and have, but I haven't had the best opportunity to go like I'm okay with this and I want to do it, no matter how good it sounds. Because what we normally do as artists is the pressure that comes from you guys, we want to do to impress you.
From Machete to Jamz, it's been a long journey.
Long journey.
Why do you think this is the right time for you to drop Jamz?
I always believe in my instincts and how I feel and what inspires me in the moment. And this is how I'm feeling at this point. It's just point in my life where there's a lot of great times with people that I love that have been around me for the longest and just enjoying. So it's just like a soundtrack to my state of mind at this point.
Yeah. And Jamz, befitting name, because I've had the opportunity of listening to it, but the sound is different.
Yes.
You know, there's always been this talk about Sarkodie not hopping on trending sounds, you know, when they are buzzing. There's more amapiano. Why did you decide to go with the amapiano sound?
I think first, liking it is one, but seeing yourself on it is another. So I can like a trend, but I don't see myself on it. Amapiano, in the beginning, I didn't realize I was going to sound good on it. But when I heard the lock drums back to back, it kind of has, as much as it's commercial, it still has this hip-hopness to it. And that's what I was drawn to. And I knew I was going to sound good on it. And I tried it. And I think it was a perfect blend.
And most of the people you featured are people you've had collaborations with, except Black Sherif and Sina Soul. And you have this
Joe Boy.
And Joe Boy, yes.
Benson.
You have this penchant of always, you know, introducing, for lack of a better word, new artists or some of these young artists on your project. What was special about Sina Soul and Black Code that you felt they needed to be on this?
I think, first off, I do music as organic as it could be. You know, I hate doing music because of trends. And as you said, I don't jump on it unless I like it. And Sina Soul is somebody I would listen to personally. So it's not because I'm doing it because I think you guys are going to freak out that I did a song with Sina Soul. It's organic. I like her music. I listen to her. I think she has a good brand. She looks good. And all that factors into me going for her. And I think I made a great choice. The music called for her. When I heard the music, I knew. It's not like I knew I wanted to work with her, but when I heard the record, I knew she was going to sound good on this, and she did. She killed it. Black Hole, same. I've been supporting Black Hole when he started coming in, and he hit me up, and I appreciate the fact that he asked to be on Jamz before I release it, and this is like a couple of weeks ago. I had wrapped up, but then he's like, no, we have to do one. So he came. We actually have 3 songs. But then I had to choose this one to put on there. The rest, maybe you guys will have it later.
Yeah. And I like the fact that you champion him, because I remember you told DJ Semtex,
yes,
in the UK that, he's the guy to watch, and seeing him progress to this stage, I think big ups to you for having a knack for talent. Now, Sarkodie is always in the news, whether you tweet something or you say something, and you did an interview with Five Stick. Where you spoke about gatekeepers and industry people. When the feedback came, how did you feel? Like, did you think they didn't understand what you were trying to say? And being an artist in the space, what do you think can be done, to champion our artists to be,
I think that the conversation made the points very clear, as in what I was saying, that as artists, we're always left to just take the side of the media and what they want to say, and they want to make it look like a parent and child situation. That's not what it is. The media is not artists' parents, and the artists are not the media's parents. It's not that situation. You can't sum anybody. I think we are partners. We're doing this together. Without you guys, we can't be doing what we're doing. Without us, you can't be doing what you're doing. So it's not like you guys always say it from your point of view, and then we can speak what we feel. So. Now, if the media got sparked, it's not everybody, but some media men or media personalities got sparked, it's because of how. So now you get to understand when you say Ghanaian artists and you don't specify and go like Sarkodie or Black Sherif, you say Ghanaian artists are not doing this. So we have to soak that in when we're listening. And you don't care about how the artist will feel. I don't say I feel like anything because I work regardless, so I don't care about what you're saying. But sometimes you have to self-check, and that's what it was about. It's just, if I generalize it, of course, it's not everybody. We have media people who are actually putting in the work, but sometimes when you generalize it, it sparks the conversation, and then we talk about it. So I don't think people have to get emotional and go, I'm not going to play your music again because you had an opinion. That's not what I would do. I wouldn't say I'm not going to come on your show because you said something that I didn't agree with. So moving forward, we should be able to have conversation. We should self-check each other from time to time. And that's basically what it was.
Having been in the space for all this number of years, I sometimes marvel at how you take in issues, when there are conversations about Sarkodie. Criticism, for instance, some of them are unfounded, harsh. But I just want to know your state of mind. How do you process criticism, and how do you, able to cut yourself out and not get too personal, involved in it?
So the luck is, if you find yourself to do this for long, you get to see through people and through stuff and get to see what is real and what is not. So we have somebody who doesn't like your person in general. So now their submission is not constructive. It's more of how they feel and how they want to make you feel. They want to say something to bring you down. That I can deal with because I know it's not real. And we have somebody who is genuinely disappointed, whether making sense or not. They actually feel like they want you to do better than what you're doing. And I can see that and see what they are saying and see what I can work on. So I can be in between that. It's not for every artist because not everybody has been through it for a very long time to be able to notice. So personally, I think it's just experience. It wasn't always like this. In the beginning, you get affected by stuff that people say, but then I get to realize, is it true? Is it what it is? What they're saying, is that what is actually on the ground? If not, I don't think it's necessary to feed into that energy. And I think you always get back what you give your attention to. And I give my attention to what makes me better, whether it being criticism, but then it has to come from a place of a real place that somebody actually means what they're saying and not trying to tear you down by saying negative stuff.
Do you this question borders on your recent performance at the Global Citizen, when Sarkodie, there were people who were doubting Sarkodie, you've been this, they've seen you, blah. But after you jumped on the stage and the performance that you gave, a lot of people had different thoughts about you. So the question is, if you are approaching such performances, stage performances, do you go in trying to impress new people, or you just go and do you?
Yeah, just go in and do me. I put my best when I have the best tools. It's like every profession. If you're a camera guy, I think you're looking for the best camera to shoot. So you want to be able to bring your work out the best way. So you need the best equipment to use. The same thing for an artist. You need the best lighting, the best stage. So as somebody, I've been performing a lot. So if you give me a basic stage, yeah, I'll do whatever I'm doing, but it doesn't feel challenging. Yeah. That platform was a platform that naturally pushed you in the mood. So it's not me trying to prove myself to anybody. It's just me enjoying the tools being given to me by Global Citizen, which is an international platform. So it makes you look like a superstar when you're on there. I could literally just come and stand there and it will still look good because the lighting was good, the camera was good, the sound was great, the stage was perfect. So it was more of me having the right tools to work with, and it just boosted my morale while I just got on stage. So it's not specifically me trying to prove a point to anybody.
Yeah. 10 years of Rapaholic, the show.
Yes.
What can you tell us about it? Because 10 years is huge. Mm-hmm. Like, people have expectations.
Yes.
People have attended your show many times. They've seen you. What's going to be different about this year's event?
It has to be, because I don't have no excuse for that. It's been 10 years, and I need to give people what is worth the 10 years. We need to build a story from where we started. So it has to be a proper show where you don't blink through the whole concert. And that's meetings. I've already started meetings like 3-4 months ago on how the stage and everything has to be, so I can't spill out exactly what we're going to do, but we're definitely trying to make a mark on the 10th anniversary, and it has to be big. This is not for Sarkodie, it's for Sark Nation and everybody who has believed in this brand. So we have to make it epic this year.
With the new paradigm of digital music, you've seen the cassette days, you were in the CD era, mm-hmm. Now we are in the digital space. And we've seen a lot of new artists also, who were born into the digital space. So from your experience and how you've been able to maneuver through all these phases, what kind of advice will you give up-and-coming artists? One, to maximize the benefit that this new paradigm offers, and also to keep going hard?
Yes, I think it's a new phase that has advantage, disadvantage. As you said, I came from an era, so I'm mixed with both. I understand groundwork, and I understand what is trend, because there's groundworks on the grounds, which is a bit different. It gives you solid foundation. Then you top it up with using the socials as it is. Because I started with going directly to crowdsourcing, traveling to Obuase, all these places, personally to do crowdsourcing before coming on social media. So I had a strong base. It wasn't a trend thing that was going on. So the good side is, yes, you could spark what you've built already, but you need to still learn the basics of how to get the crowd on your side personally. And then you should do the groundwork and also top up with the social media space. Because I think it's a point where we're building entrepreneurs, and you can sit in the comfort of your home and still be able to get your product across. So it doesn't even make sense not to use it. And as young as we are, and everybody's literally on there, on their phone, on their laptops, I think it's the right eyeball to look at this point and put 1,000% focus on.
So one thing that you hear a lot of people saying is that, you are, for lack of a better word, you are playing it safe in terms of international collaborations, because we've seen a lot of these Nigerians partnering or going into collab with. When you hear such comments like that, how does it make you feel? And two, what are some of the challenges from where you sit, that is hampering such collaborations, from happening between you and some of these international acts?
It's quite unfortunate that we've got it, and I'm not going to be a hypocrite and go like, I didn't fall for that as well, that collaborations is the thing. It's a thing because it opens up new markets. But then the fact that we've made that a yardstick is quite crazy, that is what we're looking at. But of course, it's a step that it's not bad for an artist to choose. I'm looking at the business side. There's certain conversations I wouldn't sit here and have, but I haven't had the best opportunity to go like, I'm okay with this and I want to do it, no matter how good it sounds. Because what we normally do as artists is the pressure that comes from you guys, we want to do to impress you. Yeah. And you guys are going to be happy and go like, Sarkodie, I did this, but am I okay with what I did? Because there's certain situations that I did that you guys were happy, that I haven't told you guys what I had to go through to do it. And to date, it's affecting me, but then I made a choice. So I had to go with it, So it's more of my business structure. I'm not saying it's bad, it's for different people. So I wouldn't say everybody should toe the Sarkodie lane. I'm a different type of person. I came up different, my state of mind is different. So there's a lot that goes into it that the fans will not have the opportunity to understand. But it's beyond just how you guys see it. It's not just going to do a song and then that's it. There's a whole lot that goes into it. If it was that easy, there's a lot of people that you can connect and do a song with, but it's a lot that comes with it that I have to be ready to position myself like that. And if I think about it, I can say I'm being selfish because it's more of my personal decision compared to what the fans want, So there are certain things I can sacrifice for the fans. Some I wouldn't. I think I still have to keep myself, my sanity. Yeah.
Posiji, about a year ago, was doing an interview, said you have a collaboration with an artist bigger than Jay-Z. This is just a sidebar. I've heard the song and I think he was right. Very soon, Ghanaians will give him back his thought. But my last question, Zach, who are some of the new artists that you are checking out for? Because you have a good year.
For a second, I've not really zoomed into because I normally don't necessarily search and I come across stuff. I haven't yet come across. I see a lot of great talent, but not like something that I will because I will tweet that as soon as I see it. I don't even think twice. I don't sit on stuff when I see them. Mm-hmm. So if I should see something, of course, I'm gonna make sure I shed light on. But I think there's a lot of new artists coming. I did a writing camp and there was a bunch of new artists, and I think Ghanaians actually have great artists. We just need good structures moving forward so that these artists can shine.
Yeah. And which recording session did you enjoy the most?
On Jamz?
Yeah.
Most of the records was done, like I would do it. But I think the Buju one was a great vibe because he was in the house, and then I think the pictures out there when he came, we had Jollof, the famous Sarkodie Jollof. That was like top #1 in the whole of Africa.
Yeah.
And he came, we had a great vibe, he enjoyed it. And I caught him on camera, accepting that Ghana Jollof is the best. I know he's going to deny it, so I make sure the camera was on, just in case he wants to deny it. But yeah, it was a great vibe, and then we just got into the studio and catch a vibe. I think that was few artists I was in the studio with: Blacko, Benson, Cranium. The rest, I think all of them was like Sense, most of them, so I think I would say the Buju record.
And which one is your favorite?
Labadi is a song that I personally like because I feel like when I'm happy and that song comes on, it just add on a different energy. It makes me extremely happy. But sonically, music, I'll take 2 records. I'll take She Bad and Better Days featuring Buju.
Yeah, nice. I know for the street, Confirm will be
Confirm will be there. Confirm is for the streets.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.